There is a house on the outskirts of town, nestled in the folds of forgotten woods, where the trees grow too close together, their branches twisted like grasping fingers. No one knows who built it, no one claims to own it, but it has always been there. It doesn't appear on maps, it doesn't have an address, and yet everyone knows about it. People speak of it in hushed tones with nervous glances, as if saying too much will summon something. The stories differ. Some say it's haunted, others say it's cursed. A few claim it's alive. But the one thing everyone agrees on is the sound. A low, vibrating hum seeps from its walls, as though something inside is breathing, waiting. It never stops, it never fades, and it's getting louder.
The last visitors, 3 years ago.
3 friends, Amber, Kyle, and Daniel, decided to investigate. They ran a small YouTube channel, one dedicated to exploring the strange and unexplained. Urban legends, abandoned buildings, ghost hunts. Most of the time, nothing happened. But this was different. They had heard the warnings, of course. Don't go there. People disappear. The hum gets inside you. They didn't listen. Equipped with cameras, microphones, and a night's worth of supplies, they set out toward Black Hollow Road, the path that led to the house. But something was wrong even before they arrived. The road stretched longer than it should have. They checked the GPS, but the screen flickered, distorted, the route shifting as if they were driving in circles. The air grew heavy, thick with something they couldn't name, and the hum, it reached them before they even saw the house, a deep, resonant vibration. It wasn't loud, but it felt loud, like standing next to an unseen engine, its sound sinking into their bones. When they finally arrived, the house loomed in the darkness, its windows empty, its doors slightly ajar, waiting. Inside the house, crossing the threshold was like stepping into another world. The air was wrong, too still, too dense. Dust hung in unmoving strands, as though time itself had stopped. The floorboards groaned beneath their weight, but the sound didn't echo. It was swallowed. The hum pulsed. Kyle shuddered. It's like it's inside my chest. Daniel adjusted his mic. It's louder in here. Amber swept her flashlight across the room. The house was abandoned, but it wasn't empty. Chairs were still arranged around a table, plates set as if a meal had once been served. A rocking chair swayed ever so slightly, though there was no wind. And then they heard it. A voice. Not from the room, not from outside, from their microphones. Daniel yanked off his headphones, his face pale. Someone's talking. Kyle frowned. What do you mean? Daniel pressed play. Static crackled for a moment. Then, beneath the hum, a whispering voice, distorted, wrong. Get out now, please. Kyle's face twisted in confusion. That's my voice. Amber's stomach clenched. But you didn't say that. The hum deepened, the house exhaled. The shifting hallways. Something moved at the edge of Amber's vision. She swung the flashlight toward the hallway. A shape stood at the end. It was tall, too tall, its limbs elongated and thin. Its face was a blur, shifting, melting between features. Her father's tired eyes, Kyle's familiar grin, Daniel's furrowed brow. Amber gasped. What the hell? The lights flickered. The shape was closer. Kyle grabbed her wrist. We're leaving. But the house wouldn't let them. The floor wasn't a floor anymore. It stretched beneath them, warped like something alive. The walls trembled, shifting, changing. Doors appeared where there had been none. Endless corridors unraveling in every direction. Daniel was gone. One moment he was standing behind them, the next he wasn't. Amber screamed his name, but the sound was beaten by the hum. A door slammed somewhere in the distance. Kyle grabbed her arm, yanking her toward the exit. The door was still open, just a sliver of moonlight cutting through the dark. But no matter how fast they ran, it didn't get closer, and then the humming stopped. The absence of sound was suffocating. Amber turned. The thing was standing inches from her now, close enough to touch. It tilted its head as if studying her. And though it had no mouth, she felt its breath against her cheek. It spoke, but not aloud, inside her mind. We are not a house. The walls folded inward, and the world disappeared. The aftermath. Kyle was found the next morning, sitting on the porch, his eyes wide and empty. His hair had turned stark white. Amber was never found. Daniel's name was never spoken again. Kyle never spoke at all. He just sat there, rocking back and forth, humming a tune no one could recognize. A tune that sounded just like the house. Now, people still hear it. If you walk near the house at night, you might catch it. just beneath the wind, beneath the rustling leaves. A low, pulsing hum that settles deep in your bones. And if you listen too long, you might start humming too.